Good morning, my Real News Midday TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning, neighbors perplexed after doctor's body found with stab wounds in his house. The discovery of a medical doctor's body with stab wounds at his home in the normally quiet Landilo Phase 1 housing scheme has left the residents shocked and puzzled given their knowledge of him as an introvert. 57-year-old Dr. Angneng was found naked in his house Sunday afternoon with a stab wound to the chest and the neck. A highly placed police source told the news that there was a lot of blood in the house, and the constabulary has theorized that this could be a crime of passion as the house was locked up. A driver living in the community for the past 30 years, who gave his name as Radcliffe Harris, said he knew the doctor and was saddened by the news of his death. It is so very sad right now to hear this story here, to know that it is a man who takes care of me. Because right now, I know if I go to the doctor, I will have to pay. With this man, I don't have to pay any money. Any problem, you can call him and he will talk, said Harris. He said Dr. Neng was married and had a son with his wife, but she does not live in the parish. I know she usually comes down every end of month and carries her son, but the son get big. I know that he's studying to be a doctor, Harris said. Dr. Neng, who is from Myanmar, had been living in Jamaica since 1997. He first started working at the Kingston Public Hospital before moving to Savannah Lamar Public General Hospital in Westmoreland. However, he was transferred to Noel Holmes Hospital in Hanover after what he was said to have been a misunderstanding between himself and the patient. He later worked at a private doctor's office in Savannah Lamar. However, the news was told that he was not working there at the time of his death. He's a man that I am showing you feisty. He has no behavior in a way, but he doesn't really keep friends, stated Harris. Harris said the doctor's Toyota Axia motor car was not at home when his body was found. A neighbor, Devon Robinson, who said he last saw Dr. Nang 2 weeks ago, told the news that nothing looked unusual at the house from the outside. He said Dr. Nang lived alone and would be inside the house without anyone knowing. According to Robinson, on Sunday, a man on his way to a neighbor's house raised an alarm after seeing a swarm of flies at a window and the vultures, known to Jamaican as John Crows, circling the area. The police were called, after which firefighters were summoned to remove the locks to the house. I feel a way to know say you're here son somebody next door to you dead and you never know or hear anything. People who live nearby never know either, so you are going to feel a way because it could be your same way. Simple like that, stated Robinson. Meanwhile, the police source said they are following leads and looking at different angles, checking with family members to find out if he had other persons visiting. Pedestrian injured in Christiana collision. A young woman has been hospitalized after she was reportedly pinned between a vehicle and a pole in Christiana, Manchester on Monday. Preliminary reports from the police are that sometime after 4 p.m., a delivery truck was traveling down Azan Lane when it collided with a taxi traveling in the opposite direction. The truck reportedly also hit a parked vehicle. During the incident, the woman was pinned between the pole and the vehicle, police said. Her condition is not known at this time. Curfew imposed in sections of Hopewell, Hanover. A 48-hour curfew has been imposed in sections of Hopewell, Hanover. The curfew began at 6 p.m. on Monday, December 23, and will remain in effect until 6 p.m. on Wednesday, December 25. The boundaries of the curfew are north from the entrance of Camp Road along Camper Main Road to the back of Church Lane, east from the back of Church Lane leading to the entrance of Church Lane from Macquarie, south from the entrance to Church Lane in Macquarie along the Macquarie Main Road, west from the main entrance of Macquarie along Bamboo Drive to the main entrance of Camp District. The police said that during the hours of the curfew, individuals within its boundaries are required to remain within their premises unless otherwise authorized by the ground commander. 2G glitch hits a JPS. Company unable to read the meters of 6,100 customers. Some Jamaica public service customers are bracing for big bills, while others are awaiting rebates once the utility provider upgrades 6,100 customers' meters it has not been able to read remotely for at least 3 months. JPS says it will implement a $160 million fix by the end of January 2025. JPS has been advised by our telecommunication provider that their 2G platform has been irreparably damaged as a result of Hurricane Beryl in the parishes most affected by the hurricane. JPS Director of Corporate Communications Winsome Callum said Monday in response to questions from the news. Less than 1%, or just over 6,100 JPS customers, have been immediately affected and have been receiving estimated bills over the past few months. While the 2G system is still available in some areas, our telecommunication provider has also advised that the entire 2G platform will be decommissioned island-wide, she added. Even before the damage from Hurricane Beryl, Flow and Digicel had been advising the public for at least a year that they would stop providing service on the 2G network. Cullum did not respond when asked which company she was referring to in her response. She said JPS became aware of the issue with its meter reading in September and the Office of Utilities Regulation was notified. No response was provided to the question of whether an advisory was sent out to JPS customers. Some have noticed that they have been receiving estimated bills, others are oblivious. Under OUR guidelines, it is a breach of standards for JPS to give estimated bills for more than 3 consecutive months. If that is done, customers may seek a compensation. JPS has been dealing with the affected customers on a case-by-case basis and has been doing manual readings of some affected meters where possible, explained the column. Customers who got estimated bills are being assured that when their actual meter reading is received, their accounts will be reconciled for any overestimation or underestimation. The company will continue to facilitate our customers who are experiencing any difficulty due to this situation. Customers are encouraged to keep track of their energy usage with the GPS mobile app, she added. That may be a challenge as some customers' 2G compatible meters are unreachable via the app. One woman who lives at the Estuary Housing Development in Montego Bay is among the utility provider's clients, worried that the next bill based on an actual reading will be a challenge. She said since October, she has been receiving estimated bills of about $3,000. She thinks they should be about $5,000 based on activity at home. Before the estimates, her typical monthly bill was between $6,000 and $7,000 per month. She has been trying to reduce consumption, but with her grandchildren at home for Christmas break, she knows her usage will increase in December. I don't mind paying the actual bill, but my man tell me JPS is going to fling it up high when them ready, the woman who asked not to be identified by name told the news on Monday. While she is bracing for a big bill come next month, she said she has not set aside any money to cover the cost. When the actual bill come, we will figure it out. I try my best to keep it down as much as possible. I am watching it till January, she said resignedly. On the other hand, some JPS customers may be in for rebates if they reduced their usage over the period when the company was unable to read their meters. One customer who had a solar system installed received an almost $12,000 credit when JPS did an actual reading. This after sending her 3 estimated bills in a row and reminding her of its policy that accounts not paid in full each month are liable for disconnection. Another JPS customer said she has been trying unsuccessfully to have the light and the power company do an actual reading. She opted not to be identified by name. She said she has been actively reducing her consumption and expects to see a credit to her account. She told the news she is determined to go to court if that's what it takes. Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.